Yeah, walk along to the haters on the stack. Hating on you, sit back and I'm so open, dressed in black. I'm taking my time, feeling high on the lat. Build that temple, make it eventful. Keeping up appearances is no credential. No rest when you're in my eyes. Spark it up, let the fire burn inside. Yeah, cause you got it, got it. Hold it to the sky cause you got it. Let them see that you got it. Get it what's yours, yeah you got it, got it. You ain't knocking on your feet. No, without your team or the beat. You know you rose from the feet. So share love, another heat. Throw it, go, hate it, throw it, wait it, go, go. Gotta make an MODES. Gotta make an MODES. Gotta make an MODES. Gotta make an MODES. For the next generation, all about your pace and your patience. Gotta keep up that dedication. Keep on working while you're waiting. For the next generation, all about your pace and your patience. Gotta keep up that dedication. Keep on working while you're waiting. Started from the bottom, oh yeah, that's right. Headed to the top floor, yeah, that's right. And I'm not talking about skyscrapers. I'm talking top of the world so major. Cause I get it how I live it and I live it how I get it. Sticking to the plan, they ain't gonna understand my vision. I am my only competition. I'm gonna defeat this game with persistence. Keep flowing, no hating. Keep growing, no waiting. Keep flowing, no hating. Keep growing, no waiting.
Sorry, I didn't see you there. I was just doing a little bit of reading there. Hey, what's up? How's it going, United States? Happy Monday. It's lunchish time for a majority of us. If you're joining from other parts of the world, happy whatever time of the day it is to you, and especially welcome to those watching the recording that couldn't be on live. Let's check out the comments. Hey, Al. What's up, Melinda? Leo, I know it's surprising, but here we are. Hey everyone, we're just going to give a few more seconds for folks to pop on. It's so exciting to be here to chat about all things Body Attack 113. Can you believe we're already at 113? I mean, truly, I feel like we just got to Body Attack 90 and here we are. All right, y'all. Well, as you're popping on, feel free to throw an emoji or two in the comment. How are y'all feeling today? I was excited to put this on a Monday because I wanted to have something to look forward to post-weekend. Drop in emoji. How y'all feeling? Yes, Al, I noticed that. I'm so excited. I know you're excited too. Gold's Gym, Chapel Hill, match made in heaven. Oh my gosh. Melinda, I'll let you borrow the book when I'm done. I might have to hang on to it for a little bit longer. Hot in Texas. What's up, Bethany? Yeah, to be honest, I've only stepped out once this morning and it was already really humid. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, and it is gross outside. I don't envy you, but I wish we could hang out in person. If you just jump in, drop an emoji into the chat. Tell me how you're feeling, my body attackers, my hype crew. What's fun about these things is I'm just talking to myself in a living room. Your emojis help me feel seen. The only people that can truly hear me in person are my neighbors, and I'm sure they love to hear me yelling. Oh my gosh. Well, y'all, as we're popping on, I'm going to go ahead and pop into our content. I'm so excited to have you here. My name is Judson MacDonald. I'm a national trainer, assessor, and presenter based out of Durham, North Carolina, and we are here to chat about all things Body Attack 113. Wow, I'm really excited for you all to watch this release if you haven't already. I really wanted to know too if anyone has had a chance to run through it yet. So please, if you can, drop it into the chat if you've had an opportunity to run through this release. I tell you, I haven't stopped thinking about it since the first time I went through it. It was a mind trick almost because things have switched up. The game has changed and for the better. So Lisa kind of just sends along the message during this release that we're back to an environment where we're in hybrid experiences. We've got live, we've got in-person experiences, we've also got virtual experiences, most particularly in the United States as we continue to work through and survive a pandemic. We have a clear focus here as we move through to better days. This release truly captures some of the best parts of Body Attack in regards to connection, the love, the energy that we bring as instructors to our communities, no matter where we are. I love it, Leo. I'm glad that you got to go through. I think I saw on your Instagram story you had practiced through a little bit. And Al, I agree. I'm so happy that you got to run through it. I love this release a lot, particularly because if you have just gotten certified and maybe you've been here for a really long time, we haven't seen filming with people, actual people in the audience as participants in a very long time. So welcome back to our connection in this way. I'm excited for you all to continue to see the next few quarters as we continue to harp in on that really exciting energy of just having people all in one room. It's truly nothing like it. Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and chat through the summary of this release. So basically, the main focuses in Body Attack 113, we've got a lot going on. We're changing up the mind by introducing some new variations and some new movement patterns. And then second, there's a big, huge focus on glute activation throughout this entire release. And if you haven't seen it already, and you have multiple programs, you should go and check out throughout your releases. You'll notice that each of our programs this quarter is focusing on research we've done within glute activation. I wanted to make sure you knew where this was within your choreography notes. So if you go all the way, Lisa's talking again. If you go to the very back of your choreography notes, just before the glossary, there is a page listed as a release focus, and it's our glute activation research. I suggest going to give this a look within the next 24 hours, and it will give you some really great tips on working throughout all different planes of motion specific to Body Attack of some layer 2 cues that will really enhance your launch events, will really enhance whatever you're teaching right now. And it really does a great job of focusing in on creating that functional connection for our participants. So we talk a lot, squeeze your glutes, brace your abs, lift your chest. We want to introduce some other ways too of making that knowledge applicable to folks when they are out and about on their normal day. So using our legs when we're walking up and down stairs, when we are climbing or hiking or doing work in the garden. Our glutes are that powerhouse, and this research has been really exciting to see and role model for you throughout this masterclass. So if you go back and listen through a lot of the coaching cues that Ra and Martine and Fran and Lisa offer, it is these that focus in on how to recruit glutes within our class, and then also the functional purpose of them outside of our classes, what this is doing for us, because adult learners want to know the why. They want to know what we're doing and why it's important to their lives. So enough about that. The theme we've got, let's dive into the details. So there are some really personal highlights here for me. In Body Attack 113, there are just so many contrast valleys and peaks in the music. And this is one thing that Lisa and the team are really working on, is creating that balance of nostalgia, of pop, of really hardcore tunes and innovative music. There's a fine line to walk in making sure that everybody kind of gets what they want, what they're desiring in a fitness class. And so you'll notice from Body Attack 1112 and onward, you're going to see some shifts in the music that harken on some of the old favorites, but also pushing our evolution of music forward into introducing us to new genres and new sounds. And you've most likely seen this specifically in track 2 of 113. We've got a bit of a rock feel with some pop and some high vocals. This one has been a highlight for me so far, of one I just keep listening to. Clinton said, I've done it twice. It's my favorite since 100. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it kind of had that 100 feel, right? And we'll talk about track 7 in a minute, because there's, fire emoji is right. Also peach emoji. I love track 3 because it's been a while since we've had an original artist song in a track 3 versus a remix. And so this Ava Max remix is my head and my heart. And it brings back a move that we haven't seen in a really long time, which is the 360-degree turn with a single knee lift. A bit of trivia for you, the last time we saw this was actually Body Attack 61. The variation was very similar with a back knee, with a 360-degree turn in the track 3 called Disco Energy. If any of you have been attacking that long, you remember that one and what a crowd favorite that is. Your older body attack, or your wiser body attackers that may have been taking for many years are going to be so excited about this track, particularly for this move. It's a fun one, it works perfectly with the music, and you get to do it like 1,000 times. If you're newer, have some newer body attackers to this space, especially if maybe this program is newer at your gym or you haven't begun teaching yet. This is one to focus on not only the fun, but setting it up really clearly. Lisa says, kind of in her summary as well, focus on getting the name of the move, the direction, offering an option, and then just having fun with it. Don't stress too hard on which way you're turning. As long as your participants are moving with safety and effective movement, it's going to be a fun one to let you unleash in your aerobic tracks. Yeah. If you're in the 55-minute format, that is. Al said, I love all the push-ups in it. Yes. Holy crap, we will get there in just a second. Yes, track 5 is a monster. Okay, track 4. So this is the one when I ran it through for the first time. I was actually visiting a friend across the country who's also a past body attack presenter, and we both were doing it, and we got to this track and we were so tripped up because the last few track 4s over the last year or so, we've had some predictable movement patterns with different variations, of course, but we haven't seen the return of the L step in a track 4 in a very long time. So in this move, again, focusing on the glute research and activation that we're looking at as a theme throughout, the focus here is on the bounce and control and moving a 3-step run forward, back, and then to the side. Working through multiple planes of motion here is going to train our minds and our bodies to work in a different way. That is going to bring the workout into a whole different feel for your members when you're able to teach this one. So main things here that I love are that we get the opportunity to not only do lots of different variations of the 3-step run, but we're also bringing back the broad jump, which hasn't been in our class since 99, Body Attack Release 99. And you're going to love and hate this move. It's so challenging. So I'll offer a few tips for you in just a little bit. Track 5. Okay, so Al said he loved the push-ups. I love the push-ups too. I also loathe them in the moment. So when we get to this place, we notice in track 5, we're bringing in the playfulness with the music. There's a lot of pause and release, pause and release. I like this tempo. It makes me think of like a little game, like being in a Jack-in-a-Box. Like, how long can I stay down? Pop up, down, pop up. It's really fun. And it's equal challenge for both the legs and your arms, and you also get to just work off of the beat and faster in the double single push-ups. So keep an eye out for that one. I love that track, and the song is very unique too. All right, and then Clinton talked about track 7. So this one is really different for us. The song is really motivational, and it has a different feel from what we've been used to over this past year. So it's one to look out for and to enjoy. Your members are going to like the feel of it. One thing you'll notice in this track is that we're bringing back certain moves and certain options that are a little higher than we haven't seen in agility tracks in a while. So for example, bouncing into the tuck jump. If you are working through that one, remember to keep plenty of options aplenty for every level of exerciser. But as a body tech instructor, you're going to love that feeling of defying gravity, getting off the ground, and again, the focus, using your nice tight glutes to push up and away. Finally, hardcore, hardcore, hardcore. We love it. We know it. Track 9. This one, not as unpredictable, but the workout is simple yet effective. So multiple intervals where we're going through with different variations of skaters, jumping jacks, burpees, single knees, everything you want, this track has. The music is going to drive this one, and you're going to love, 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 love the way you can unleash this and just let it speak and kind of do the work for you so you can focus on connecting and being present. So if I had to choose my favorite track, I probably would have to go back and say track 4. I just love the song. I just love the move variations with it. So keep an eye out for it. I think you're going to really enjoy teaching this when you can. All right, so again, feel free as I'm talking, pop into the chat your questions, your comments, your compliments. I put on new Reebok for you today. So anything you want to know, anything you have questions about, even if it's outside of this release, just Body Attack General, this is our time together. And if you're watching the recording as well, feel free to still pop it in. I'll be monitoring this all week. Okay, let's talk about some program updates. So just a couple of things. As you see, Body Attack is really evolving well with its coaching model. If you've been around for the last few years, you're seeing that consistency in our master classes and hopefully feeling that in your classes as you focus in on coaching the basics and moving into intensity with really big points on being intentional, creating those themes throughout each track that you really want to achieve as an overarching goal. So this release is going to be really great for you if you are new or starting out, or you're trying a new way of scripting, because you already have that umbrella theme of glute activation and research. So again, check out that page in the back of your choreography notes and let that guide your pondering throughout how you want to sculpt each track to your members. For me, I know that I'm going to use a lot of those themes when I launch this, hopefully in a couple of weeks, and want to focus on kind of a running focus. I teach a lot of runners that do long distances, and so we know from this glute research and from our knowledge as fitness professionals that training these muscles in different ways and different variations is going to improve speed time in races and flexibility over time and so forth. So definitely work with your teams if you've got them. Keep chatting with other Body Attack instructors to find a way to sculpt through the coaching model to bring alive different themes. One thing Lisa and the team want you to notice as well is at the very end of the masterclass, this was also done at Body Attack 112, the express format of the class includes a shortened athletic strength track, of course. Typically, this has never been filmed separately, or sometimes in the choreography notes you would notice a note that just said this the shortened track stops here. Now we are offering the athletic strength track filmed separately so that you can see kind of the how the coaching model is applied to a shorter track. So poor presenters, they do that track 1.5 times. So with that in mind, check that out if you do teach the 30-minute express class so that you can kind of see how Nick and Fran coach this one differently than the longer normal track 5 athletic strength. Heather, I'm so happy that you love 8. I know, it's like that song is reminiscent of like some old school Body Attack with some new flavor. And yes, Nick is just a joy to watch teach it too. So I'm excited for you to bring that one alive as well. Oh, David, it's so good to see you. Of course. I know a lot of us haven't even unpackaged 113 as well as other programs if we're teaching other ones. So yes, definitely come back to this video closer to time too, and hopefully this will be of some service as you start to learn it. Okay, so that was just up for program updates. Again, just to recap, simplicity in our coaching model, continue to practice it, continue to use themes to really apply new ways of thinking to your tracks, as well as the express track format. So for athletic strength, filmed separately at the end. Okay, so I've pulled out like 3 things to focus on. There's a lot to talk about in this release, so I've really had to make firm decisions here. So again, if you want to know other things, feel free to throw it into the chat here or during the recording as well. So I want to challenge anyone watching this within the next 24 hours. Here's your goal. Go back to the masterclass, and I would like for you to watch track 2 when Martine teaches, and then watch her teach in track 9 as well. Martine is the female presenter here, and I believe that Martine has done an incredible job of not only applying the coaching model to her teaching, but also letting authenticity speak. Martine is a very genuine person. She has a very specific sense of humor and personality that shines when she teaches. She's also presented in Body Step and Core before. And so after seeing her a few times and knowing her personally as well, after watching her in this masterclass, it was immediately one of those moments where I could see her living the music and letting it come out while doing her job. such as in track 2 with a fun, more uplifting feel, versus track 9 where she's dialing down into the power and moving into getting focused results. So again, your challenge within the next 24 hours, go back and watch track 2 and track 9 and watch Martine's specific portions. Listen to her words, note her actions, note how she brings the song alive through her genuine feelings, and maybe use this as an inspiration on answering the question of how can I be a vessel for the music for my members? How can I not only use my words, but let my emotions and my feelings come out from the music? And this is an open-ended question. There's no right answer. It's up to you to determine how you demonstrate the ultimate you through this. And I just believe Martine did an excellent job. Melinda, I agree. Martine is just, she's super great. I mean, we've just, worldwide, there's just so many incredible instructors. The US is certainly one of the places with the best ones. But Martine just, yeah, really did it for me this round. I'm so happy I got to see her teaching that space and that you all can too. Jennifer, that's all good. Yes, I know. If you haven't had a chance to look yet, I'm probably scaring you a little bit, right? I could tell you something like we're doing a burpee tuck with a 360-degree jump. Does that scare you? All right, y'all. 2 other things to pay attention to are the broad jump. So just a note for this move. So when you come down into the broad jump, on count 1, you're starting already loaded. So what that means is that when beat 1 of the music plays, you've already got to be positioned down and ready. So when the variation starts, go ahead and set up just as Ra and Lisa did, sit into the hips, and on 1 is when you jump. Now, the way that we build this combination is after doing it a few times, you will do the broad jumps, run back, and move straight into 7 lunges. And the reason for 7 is because on the 8th rep, you will reset your feet into a squat position. So this was one thing I got some feedback from our team and as well as some other presenters that really tripped us up the first time we did it. And so we knew if we were feeling that way, you all would too, and most importantly, our members would be as well. So just note, when you do the 7 lunges, count down these so that your members know what's coming, so you can jump right back into the broad jump combination on 1. And that would be kind of my advice moving into our coaching in just a little bit, is work on countdowns and applying those across each track in a really meaningful way. We'll talk about that in a second. Last thing, options. We've talked about this a little bit already with track 7. When we have the options for tuck jumps, we also have the forward leaping lunge. Keep the options alive in each round, so always offer the option for a step knee. Always offer an option to just lift up your calves and just leave the arms in to throw the ball. I don't know sports that well. Throw the ball into the touchdown, right? Yeah. So with that in mind, options, of course, are always important in Body Attack. It's one of the reasons we remain such an inclusive program, but specifically here, Lisa and the teams know, especially in the US, a lot of our members have not been as active as they have been in the past, and that's no one's fault. We're all surviving a global pandemic, and we're all processing this trauma in many different ways, and it's very hard to get back up and exercise. I don't have to tell you that, you know it. So with our members, we can expect that twofold. Be very patient, offer lots of options, and remember that at the end of the day, it's not our workout, it's theirs. So do what you need to do to make them feel successful and working through. If you don't do the tuck jumps in track 7 at all for the first few weeks, Lisa's not going to come smack you on the head. She would commend you, and as would I. Do what your people need. As Bryce Hastings says, whatever 80% of your class in front of you needs is what you should be doing. So if a few people are doing the tucks, awesome. If a few people are doing the leap lunges, awesome. But if the majority of your people need to see the option consistently of step knees, stay with step knees, and slowly, gradually help them move into stabilizing their joints, building back muscle, building back endurance, and then you can get back to what you love. Okay, so just to recap, 3 things to pay attention to. So watch Martine in track 2 and 9, broad jump in track 4, 7 lunges, 1 squat to hit 1 on the combination again, And then options. Be really prepared, practice those, integrate those, do what 80% of your class needs always at the front of the room. All right, second to last section, and I'm going to open it up for just some free-handed questions. So start thinking amongst what you want to ask. In our coaching upskill for this round, just remember the glute research and countdowns are going to be your best friends here. So we've got some funky combinations, counting down the repetitions, and the key here is don't count down every single number. So for the lunges, for example, 7, 6, 5, set. So let your learners, your participants, use their own mind to count down and self-regulate that learning. Saves you some breath, and it also provides space in the routine for your people to hear the music. Same thing, once you hit into sets 2 and set 3 of track 4, for example, you just have to say 7. And if you notice people are not adhering to the 7, say count with me, 7, 6. Say nothing and force them to do it on their own. Same thing moving into track 9 with multiple burpees and stuff. Countdowns will help people, and you don't have to count down every number. Use what you need to say and get out of the way so the music can drive and save you some breath, truly. And then the last thing, y'all, as I've said many times already, glute research, integrate this into your coaching in any way, most applicable to your layer 2 cues. So if your members can come in, can do something in Body Attack and leave knowing how their glutes are used in everyday life, just one thing, knowing that they can sit down and pick weeds, knowing that they can climb a mountain. That's actually a really big example, sorry. They can, bend down to pick up a box to put it above the refrigerator. That's a little bit more manageable for today on a Monday, I guess. Knowing just that bit of information is going to improve their lives, and we don't know, how that will resonate with them. So personalize these, make glutes something really applicable, and that will bring consistency amongst your class as well as other instructors, our region, our nation, internationally, wow, into the universe, Body Tech on Mars. Everyone's going to be talking about glutes. Do aliens have glutes? I need to check the book. I don't see it in the index. Darn. Okay. Well, y'all, so to wrap up, just coaching update. So glute activation and our countdowns. Just be really clear and crisp in these and get out of the way of the music. Offer a little bit of education. And most importantly, have fun. Felt like a football coach there. Get out there, man. Hey, Kamisha, what's up? Well, y'all, we are kind of at the end of our formal talk, and so I just wanted to open up kind of the last few minutes to what questions you're having. What are you itching to know about 113, about Body Attack in general? Anything harp in your mind right now? Will do, Al. I just saw your comment. We'll blame you for all the push-ups. And if you're watching the recording, like I said earlier, I will be monitoring this all week long, so feel free to pop in some more questions throughout the week, and I'll be happy to answer those. And if I don't know the exact answer, I will make sure we get that to the team to return a response to you. I feel better about Monday already. It's so different having something exciting to look forward to with Body Attackers. It's usually my nighttime thing. So Leo said in track 4, blocks 2 and 4, it seems the final set of lunges in short. I think I'm just getting 7 reps instead of 8. The music seems to end short too. Am I missing something? Okay, so this is a good question. I'm trying to remember my last run through. I didn't note this on my own end personally. So let me go back and double check. Yes. If the music ends short and you only did 7 reps, I assume that was intentional, perhaps to balance out on each side. Or perhaps it was just 7 lunges, just for consistency with the rest of the combinations. So as I'm talking, I'll just check the choreography notes just really quickly to make sure. Yeah, so it lists 8 times. Yes. So it should be 8 times. I will get back to you on that one, Leo. Thank you for the question, though. Kumisha, I need a copy of the Lisa O book. Oh my gosh. Life changing, right? Honestly, I don't know what she drinks in the morning. I would love some, even for just one day of the week. In a J. Well, y'all. Okay. Well, we have reached our 30-minute mark, and I will stay on for just a little bit longer for any remaining questions that come through. But on behalf of Lisa, on behalf of the New Zealand team, United States team, and myself, I want to thank you for all you do to spread the Body Attack love throughout your communities, and just, and most importantly, just the ability to get moving and just inspire other people through that. This is a hard time, and we're still recovering. We're still trying to find our footing, and people need you all more than ever. So continue doing your good work, even if you're not teaching right now. It's okay. You can still find ways to connect with your people, and I'm sure you already are. And if you need that connection, if you don't feel like you're a part of the Body Attack community, please reach out to us. Staying active on Facebook, being able to reach out to people in your area, reaching out to your former trainers and such. Find that community and be a part of it, because we're here for you. We're all strong together. We're rooting for you, because we know situations are different amongst different parts of the country, but we will come through out of this together, and we will work out together, and we will all be together, and we'll all laugh at Lisa yelling and dancing on stage one day at another live. So please keep the energy up, keep inspiring folks, and thank you for what you do to spread this love around our country. Thank you, Jennifer. Informative and entertaining. Maybe I'll put that on my resume. Clinton, highlight of the release was Lisa's shout out to Adam. It made me a bit teary. Oh my gosh, I did too. Yes, the first time I did that, I had to rewind. I was like, did she say that? Did I dream that? Yes, he would be so excited to see this release in particular coming out of the pandemic. So he's definitely, he's with us in spirit for sure. David, what did you find to be the most challenging part of this release? Oh gosh, track 9. So I think by the time getting to the end after doing multiple high options, because that first time I tried to just kind of like go through everything and just see what it felt like to do a lot of the tuck jumps and all out in the track 8 even. And so by the time we got to the end of track 9, my teammate Aloy, he was like, come on Judson, you gotta finish, and I just like truly did not want to do those burpees. So yeah, making mental notes of some of those points during the class where I was like explicit of here. I was like, I know where this is going to be really hard for my participants as well. So I would say end of track 9. There are still Tabatas in our choreography notes, so you can go check those out. It's on, it's the page after the music. You can, do a Tabata with some of the key moves in this release to help you get Body Attack fit. That definitely is going to help me be able to teach that and endure through all the way to the end. And David, definitely let me know what you think is your challenging one too once you start learning the release. I want to presume it's probably going to be track 9, but it's like what's new, right? Cool. All right, y'all. Well, this is Judson signing off. Thank you again for joining us, whether you're in the recording or live. It's great to see you halfway through Monday. And if you need anything, please reach out to me directly. I'm seldom on Facebook, so Instagram is the best place to find me. I'll drop my handle in the chat at Judson W Mac. And I'll also be posting a feedback survey at the bottom of the chat here and in the description. Please just take a couple minutes to fill that out and let us know what we did great this round, what can be improved, what can we do to help these tips and tricks be more informative to you, and most importantly, help you feel connected to our United community. We're so excited to move forward into 2021 at the end of it and moving into the future. There's a lot of bright things to be. So thank you for being here. Get excited, United, be brave, and go change the world. Bye, everyone.